So I just got off from doing a live, and when I was doing that live, I had mentioned about how I wanted to record a video, but I didn't feel like dealing with the editing and stuff like that. But I had to just hop on and do this video real quick because after I did that live stream, I got on Instagram and I saw the news of the passing of Chadwick Boseman, and it absolutely broke my heart. And if you don't know Chadwick Boseman, he is the star of Black Panther. And when I saw the post, it just absolutely just broke my heart. And it just got me to thinking, I mean, I know we always say that life is short, and, I think about that phrase, and I always think about the fact that, none of us knows when it's our time. Nobody knows. We just have to learn to be able to trust that God had a purpose in their life and a purpose in, why he allowed them to go when they did, and just have to understand that we are not meant to be here forever. But even knowing that, it still hurts. You just grow to love a person after watching them in movies, and you feel like you know them. So although we don't know him personally, we are still affected by his death. And my nephew actually recently got killed, and I was just thinking about how, the last time I saw him, which was on Father's Day, it was at a cookout, and I was just thinking about how I was bringing some food in the house, and he just happened to get there at that moment. I'm like, here, I passed it to him. I'm like, here, we got to get this in the house. And he like, okay, with no problem. He just took it. We took it out back and stuff like that. And, never realizing that at that cookout, that would be the last time that I saw him. And it just got me to thinking about how sometimes we get into petty arguments and beefs and things like that, and then all of a sudden the person is gone. Like, what if things were bad between my nephew and I the last time I had saw him? Like, I would be living in so much regret. And there's just a way that we can avoid that regret, and that's just by picking up the phone and just ending petty beefs or arguments with people that you love. I'm talking about people that you love, people that you would be devastated if something happened to them. Now, I recently lost a friend that I thought would be in my life forever, and it was just pride and just a bunch of different things that contributed to the ending of that friendship. But I just thought that would be somebody that would just be in my life forever, somebody that I will always have. And it was a very hurtful situation, but and I would do my part to try to do what I can, because that is somebody that I love, despite the fact that we're no longer friends. That is somebody that I love and care about and would never want anything to happen to. And I would be devastated if I found out something happened to that person while we weren't talking. But just wanted to hop on here and just encourage somebody to just, if you have somebody that you're at odds with right now, a loved one, just, it's not worth it. If that person dies today or tomorrow, that's what I just encourage people to think about. If something happened to that person today or tomorrow, how would you feel knowing that your last interaction with that person was bad? I had two students in one class. They were sisters, and one day they came in. They normally would be together, but I noticed that one was on one side of the class and the other was on the other side. So I'm like, okay, they told me they weren't getting along and stuff like that. But as the days went by and I realized that they still weren't talking to each other, I pulled them to the side and I just told them about my own relationship with my sister and how I wish that it was better. And then I said to one sister, I said, how would you feel if something happened to your sister, knowing that you guys are mad at each other like this? And she said, I would feel sad. So I asked the same question to the other sister, same thing. I said, so why not end this beef right now? Why take the chance of going out here today and something happening to your sister, and you never you were never able to tell her how much you loved her? And so that made them think about it. They eventually, started talking. It didn't happen right then and there, but they eventually started talking. But I just encourage people to really think about that. Just really think about, I don't know who it is, a friend, a cousin, an ex, a child, a parent, whoever that is. If this is somebody that you love, let's not take the risk of having to live in regret because our last moments with that person were filled with anger and bitterness and mean words and talking down on each other and just petty arguments. We never know when our time is going to be up. Many times we put off apologizing to someone or trying to make amends because we feel like we have time. How do you know you have time? Oh, I'll make up with them later. I'm not ready to apologize right now. How dare we think we have that time? God does not promise us tomorrow. He does not owe us tomorrow. We don't even know if we have the next few hours. So again, like I mentioned before, if this is somebody that you love, somebody that you would be devastated to lose, is it really worth taking a chance of never being able to apologize, never being able to tell that person that you love them, never being able to tell that person that you are sorry, never being able to tell that person how much they mean to you? I send my condolences to Chadwick's wife and his children, his family. And, you know, I just send encouragement out there to you guys. If you're going through something, maybe you've recently lost a loved one and you're dealing with that right now, my prayers are definitely with you. Thank you for visiting my channel. I appreciate you for watching tonight. Be blessed.